Welcome to No Strings Attached Street Ministry. Well, I'm back at the house. I came back. I got a message that a dear friend of mine, daughter, was now homeless in the streets in Port Charlotte, and which this just completely blows my mind. But I guess it happens, and people have very strange ways of raising children. This was a fairly good friend of mine. Never even knew that they would even consider doing such a thing. But I guess people's way of thinking is, I don't get it. But anyway, I'll tell you the scoop, what's going on. Anyway, she was kicked out of the house. She had just turned 18. And her mom and dad says that it's no longer their responsibility to take care of her. So they kicked her to the curb. She's she's now homeless. Oh, and they forced her to bring her truck back because saying that she didn't have a driver's license, which I understood that, and I mean I can agree with that, but that was her way of staying safe. You know, she was actually sleeping in the back seat of her truck. But you know, she said that she didn't have a driver's license, so I asked the little girl to bring the truck over to my house, and I parked it in my yard, and then we got and I let her mom and dad know that she was with me and the truck was safe. It was not being driven. It was in my yard parked, and she was using it just for housing alone. And that I would do everything I can to help her get her driver's license. And actually she goes in to take her test on this Wednesday, so, you know, we'll take her in and get her driver's license and get that set up. But anyway, you know, because it was in her mother's name, and, you know, her demands was to bring it back to the house or she was going to call the cops on her and have her arrested for stealing a car, which in turn the girl paid for out of her own savings and also paid all the monthly payments on it, right up to the very last payment. And then the little girl, the day she called me, her mother even went in and into her checking account. They had a joint account that they were together on when she was younger, to deposit her, paychecks in. And her mother had access to it because it was a joint account because she was underage. Well, she went in for no reason and completely drained the account and left her with $6. And saying that she deserved it for taking care of her all these years. Which, that again, just blows my mind. But anyway, that's the situation I'm in. I've actively did a shout out to see if I could possibly find someone somewhere with a car, truck, van, something, you know, for her to, so I can fix it up for her to at least sleep in. I don't want her in a tent in Florida, especially during the mosquito season, and I don't know, I just have a harder time accepting young women out on the streets as I do a guy. I mean, guys can camp it, you know, and they're a little bit tougher, you know, but little girls, they, you know, it's just been crazy. We've already got her set up to going in this next week for an appointment for getting her back into college, checking on all the grants that's possible or available for her to go back to school and get a degree and better herself. We're also looking at a better job for her. I've got some lines on some full-time work that might be able to bring her a little bit more passable income. Right now she's only working for Pizza Hut for about 6 hours a week, and it's okay. I mean, it gives her spending money, but it's really not enough to sustain anything. You know, she can't go out and rent out an apartment or anything like that for it. So that's what we're trying to do there, trying to find a little fast, pace to be able to help her out. Of course, with a car here in Florida, to get a new car registered, it's like $395 just for the tag itself because of a tax, adding a new car to the road system. I guess is how they look at it, something about a new tag. But it's like $390 some plus insurance. So it's a lot of aggravation, to get a car put on the road. But hey, we've done it before, and God's helped us before. I mean, you've seen Miss Carol, and you see what that costs, to get her car back and insured and everything. So it was close to $1,000, just to get all that back together. But we'll come up to it. So just to give you a little idea of what I've been up to, and then as soon as I get home, of course, the devil's trying to stop me and keep me on my track, so he ends up breaking the van. Once again, the van's not working again. It's been over at the mechanic shop for about a week. I've been actually having to borrow rides and stuff to get around just to take care of this little girl, but and do what we can with her. But hey, that's the way life goes. So say a prayer for us. If anyone out there has any contacts or anything that could possibly help us out in any way, feel free to give me a call. Phone number is 941-276-0456. Or you can email me at my email address, which is mygodsaved2 at Comcast, COMCAST.net, NET. Or if you want to help with maybe a donation, you can always do that finding me through James Daniel and my email address. You can also find my PayPal account and help me directly through that. Anything that I do for the ministry, of course, is 100% toward the ministry. I take $0. I always have. I've never used any of it for anything of mine. It's always been for just the ministry of helping others. I know there's a miracle out there somewhere for her. It's happened many times before. Actually, our ministry is up to about 48 cars, I believe. I'll have to look in my book and see, but I think I'm on like number 48 that has been supplied and donated through generous hands to help numerous homeless people out over the time. So, it's something that's, I know for sure it's very possible and very plausible. So, hey, keep your prayers open for me. I'll keep you updated on what's going on. But right now I'm here back at the house, and we're just doing what I can to help this little girl at least get stable. I'll probably end up doing a little small build out for a van if I can find one or something to try to get her, some way to be safe and in security anyway to sleep in. I've got a few spots around town that she can park and actually plug in and be able to get power, so which is good there, for maybe a small window air conditioner or something, to beat the heat that we have here in Florida. But we'll work out whatever it is. So just to keep you informed what was going on. God bless you guys. Say prayers for us, as we sure definitely need them. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.